Good morning, everyone. It's 8:02 in the morning. We're here on Ravenport. We're going to do some hog work today. We've got some contracts we need to work on. Need to get the bank count up a little bit. We have done a little bit of off-screen work over the last couple of days since the last time you've seen us. Go ahead and feed the dog. Hop in the truck and let's head up to the farm and see what we've got going on. A couple of contracts for neighboring fields was harvesting some grains. Didn't video it, it's just boring little combine work. What we're going to do right now is just hop in my truck, head up to the farm, and see how the pigs are doing. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. See the conveyors on our left there. What we had tried to do off screen was buy some pig food, load it up in a trailer, and then haul it up to the farm. Well, that did not work very well. I spent a couple $100,000 and did not get very much pig food at all. I filled a trailer full. I got a lot of pig food. It just didn't go very far because we have so many hogs. So what we have right now is probably virtually very little food at all in the hog troughs. What we need to do is get what we have planted, harvested, get some contracts going, get some more food in for these animals. I need to get a little bit in storage so that we actually have something to feed them while we're waiting on the crops to grow. Hindsight being 2020, I kind of wish I would have grown some crops and put it in storage before I had bought all these animals. But that's not the way we went, so we're just going to have to roll with the punches. I've done a little bit of tidying up. I've got some stuff put away. Holy cow, we have got an absolute mound of pig food. They have made an absolute mess. And the trough looks almost completely empty. Let's pull up the animal menu here and just see where we're at. The pigs have been very busy. We started at 200 per barn there. Cleanliness is at 62% all the way across the board. So that's a pretty big mess for 62%. Productivity's down to 52% because they don't have any corn, almost out of wheat, and very few soybeans, canola, sunflowers there, and no sugar beet potatoes. Looks like it's virtually the same through. The numbers are not exact. Water level's good, straw level is good. Don't have to worry about those anytime soon. But just in the short couple of game days, the productivity has been amazing. They reproduce and make one new pig every 1 hour and 15 minutes. Manure and slurry is climbing very rapidly. I think only one actual in-game day has passed since. So we're looking at close to 100 or a little over 100 hogs per day, which will equate to quite a bit of money. Looks like that trough is full too. I would assume all of them are about the same. We'll just hop in the truck and we'll run down here and we'll just see where we're at. Already checked that trough. That trough is full. That trough is full. There's the buds. They've been in the dirt a little bit. You'll see the tires are a little dirty. Let's check on the manure here while we're over here. Got a nice little mound of manure there. We'll need to get that up and get the slurry out. So off screen what I had done, go ahead and pull up our map. What we had done is we bought fields 6 and 7. I plowed the centers out, just made that one massive field, and we have corn growing in it currently. Right here behind us on field 11, you can see half of it is our hog farm, half of it is in wheat. The hogs take a load of wheat, so we'll need a lot more than just what Field 11 can get us there. What I'm looking at doing is getting either a little bit of a loan and or some government subsidies to help buy Field 8. Because Field 8 is worth $1.2 million. It is an absolute massive plot of land, plus it has the central grain elevator sitting on it. Not that that really does anything for us as far as making any money off the elevator, but it's on there, and I think that's part of the reason, besides the fact that it's the biggest field on Ravenport. So we'll work on that. We might just get a hold of the government and see what they can do to subsidize us a little bit, at least long enough to buy this. So we'll go over to growth. The corn is on almost ready to harvest. I believe we've got our growth set to fast, which is really just needed for this massive of a hog farm. Like I've said in the last episode, this is not a realistic tag along at all. This is just seeing if we can manage to keep up with these 4 hog barns. So I think what we'll do is we'll head over to placeables, miscellaneous. We've got seed tanks, lime tanks now, herbicide, liquid, and granular fertilizer tank, and a herbicide tank. That's a newer mod. We do have these solar panels. That might be something we stick in eventually. But right here is the one that I'm really excited about, the government subsidy. Every hour, depending on what setting you have your economy set to, it will produce $150,000 per hour. So I'm kind of thinking that right down here on the corner of the hog farm by the road, see how that looks? I think that's turned right. Let's go ahead and place one of those. Government subsidized. This hog farm is government subsidized. Everybody knows it, and that's okay. We can turn around and sell them whenever we need to. Let's place one down there so everybody coming from this way sees it. We are just going all over the place. We're over here at field 12. And what do you do when you've got government subsidies? You have to put it on all of your land. So you're probably thinking to yourself, doing a little bit of math, if you've got 3 of those, that's $450,000 per hour. Do we need to make that money? Is that how we said we were going to play this tag along? No, it is not. But what I need to do is buy a little bit of equipment, buy that piece of land. So we'll leave them up long enough to get that done. Just buy the land we need and then start harvesting crops. As soon as we buy a couple of pieces of the land, I'll take the signs down and we will just go the way it is. Whatever money we have, we'll get that from hogs, from contracts, and just kind of see how that goes. Right now, the reason I bought the Pouse here is just for cleaning those feed areas. This Pouse has a nice little feature that it can do that is, I think, going to work out perfectly for cleaning up these feed areas. I'll take you over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll just start with the first one. Alright, need to kind of line up a little bit better here if we can. Don't want to hit the feed troughs. Put the bucket down a little bit further. Let it start picking up the feed. We cannot fit it all, but that's okay. We can lift up, you can dump, and it will register it. But what I like to do, let's see if this is going to work. That 180-degree swivel is absolutely perfect. I love that. That is absolutely perfect. So what I'll do now is I'll get these feed areas cleaned up, get this feed back in the trough for these pigs. They need all the help they can get with food here because they are eating me out of house and home. So I will probably time lapse these last 4, and I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Alright guys, we've got that done. Alright guys. We've got that done. We're going to go ahead over here and put the house up. And just kind of think and see what our next job needs to be. I will probably go ahead and speed up time a little bit just to get this government subsidy rolling in. Let's go ahead and do that. Check the crop is not ready. Let's see what crop is in field 8. That was also wheat. So that field right there is going to be absolutely perfect. It's already got the one of the crops we need in it. Let's see. We also need sugar beets and we need or potatoes. That looks like a potato field there. We can run up to field 4 and check that. We might have to see about purchasing that as well. That's barley in 1617. That's oats. That's canola. I'm not going to worry about those. They're fairly small. 10 is, what is 10? Sunflowers. We might have to buy 10 as well because it's right behind the farm, just right over the edge of the hill there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and speed up time and watch that money start rolling in. While that's doing that, we can do a little bit of crop checking, run around and see what crops are where. The field right behind us here, 9, is a grass field, which doesn't do us any good, unfortunately. We might buy it, plow it into field 10 here. If we buy one, we might as well buy both. It is currently growing in sunflowers, as you can see. Not fertilized at all. We might check and see if there's... It's probably too late to fertilize. Let's look at contracts. Field 4, 14, 21. Not much in the way of contracts right now. Field 4, that was one we just looked at buying. It has a fertilizing contract that's going to pay $20,000. Let's take a look at the map here. We may hold off on that. That one's a little bit far away to be hauling too awful much slurry and manure to, due to the fact that we can only carry 30,000 liters at a time. So let's run up here and let's just take a look at it, and we'll kind of decide and go from there. Little bump, but this old little blue truck is taking an absolute beating. Now on Ravenport, if you're new here, you've got to watch for this little narrow bridge. It's got a nice little bump. It's a little rickety. It's got some age to it. seem to do all right. Set the cruise control. Thank goodness there's no speed limits in here. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. And it is growing potatoes. So what we will probably do is buy this plot of land. You can see the money going up there. We're already up to 2.4 million. That's not taking very long at all. Let's head over to the map. We have enough for field 8. We'll go ahead and buy that for $1.2 million. We have enough to go ahead and buy 9. Let's go ahead and buy that. And we have enough to buy 10. We'll go ahead and buy that. And then field 4, we have enough to buy that. No, we don't have enough. Why do we not have it? Oh, our balance is almost there. That one is 760, 810, 811. We may buy both of those as well. And we might even buy field 7. We'll go ahead and buy that. We definitely have enough for that right now. We'll wait a few more minutes. Let that money get back up. The current fertilizer state on this is 0, which is unfortunate. Speeding time up, we've probably just lost the contract anyway, but that's not a huge deal. Potatoes actually produce quite a bit of volume as far as a good sized field like that, so it won't be too bad to work with. I turned up the wrong way. Let's check on our wheat field here. It is ready to harvest. So we could probably go ahead and get the combine going in that. We can't now because it has decided to start raining. So we'll probably have to just wait until that rain lets up. With the speed up, it won't take very long at all for that to happen. We can go ahead and get the combine out, get it serviced, get the header serviced, hook Bud up to the little Bud up to the auger cart. Great thing about wheat, it produces a very large volume per field, and field 8 being an absolute massive field is going to go a long way. So I believe, we parked the Bud out back. So let's head over here. Just park this out of the way. Guess I could go ahead and shut that off. What do you do on a rainy day? You service your machinery. Go ahead and fire this combine up. And it looks like we're going to run into another day because it's starting to get dark where we sped time up. So I think that'll be it for right now. I will see you guys in the morning when we get back. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and hit the little bell so that you get notified whenever we post a video. And until next time, we'll see you later.